welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Paula. On this channel, I upload weekly content about lifestyle, productivity, advice, and much more. If that sounds interesting to you, definitely hit the subscribe button down below and click the bell icon next to it. If you do subscribe, please comment down below I subscribe and I will heart your comment and reply to it. In this video, I will be sharing with you guys 2022 New Year's resolution ideas as well as some tips on how to accomplish them. This video will be divided into two different parts. The first part is where I'm going to give you guys 50 plus New Year's resolution ideas that you can add to your own list. The second part is where I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to actually accomplish your New Year's goals. And I will be giving you my ultimate tips on how to actually achieve your New Year's goals. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Get organized. Create and stick to a morning and nighttime skincare routine. Eat healthier. Stop procrastinating. Be social. Exercise at least 3 times a week. Learn a new language. Spend less time on social media. Reinvent yourself. Earn/save money. Get more sleep. Face your fears. Be more responsible. Go vegan. Learn to cook. Improve your style. Read more. Help your community. Be more confident. Floss regularly. Eat more at home. Improve your mental health. Get good grades. Live life to the fullest. Reduce your screen time. Travel more. Cut off toxic friends. Reduce sugar. Reduce stress. Spend more time with family. Be more social. Drink more water. Try yoga. Meditate. Meal prep. Take vitamins. Get more fresh air. Make new friends. Practice daily gratitude. Limit your screen time. Cut unnecessary spending. Develop your communication skills. Go on a trip. Be more proactive. Save for something. Find a mentor. Have deep conversations. Be more productive. Eliminate bad habits. Make time for self-care. Alright, those were all the New Year's goals / resolution ideas that I have for you guys. Now I'm going to go into some tips on how to actually accomplish them and how to actually stick to these throughout the year. So the first tip I have for you guys is something called SMART goals. So I personally learned this in health class at my school, and it is basically a terminology that stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bound. Ever since I started incorporating SMART goals into my goal planning and my goal outlines, I've found that I'm more productive and actually accomplish the goals that I set for myself. So I'm going to explain exactly what SMART goals are. Before setting any goal, it is important to ask yourself these 5 questions. Number 1, is my goal specific? Meaning, is my goal clearly identified? Number 2, is my goal measurable? Can I measure the success of my goal? Number 3, is my goal attainable? Am I able to achieve this goal? Number 4, is my goal relevant? Does this goal really mean something to me? Number 5, is my goal time bound? Is there a deadline to achieve this goal? I truly believe that if you start incorporating SMART goals into your goal plannings and your goal outlines, you're definitely going to be more productive in actually achieving this goal. I'm going to go into depth about each of the 5 questions. First of all, let's talk about what it means to have specific goals. According to our old friend Google, specific goals are goals that are clearly identified. For example, let's say your goal is to get in shape. That is way too broad and not clearly identified. Instead of saying get in shape, you could say my goal is to lose 5 pounds. That right there is a specific goal. If you're still watching this far in the video, comment down below this emoji. To make your goals even more specific, you can use the 5 W's. Goals that are specific have a significantly higher chance of being accomplished. The 5 W's are who? Who is involved in this goal? What? What do I want to accomplish? Where? Where is this goal going to be achieved? When? When do I want to achieve this goal? Why do I want to accomplish this goal? So a more specific goal Instead of saying, oh, I want to get in shape, you could say, I want to lose 5 pounds. To be more specific, you could say, I want to obtain a gym membership at my local gym and work out 4 days a week to be healthier. This goal is more specific, and the more specific your goal is, the more likely you are to actually accomplish it. Secondly, let's talk about what it means to have measurable goals. Having measurable goals just means having certain criteria that you can use to measure the progress of your goal. If there is no criteria, then you will not be able to identify if you've actually accomplished that goal or not. In order to make measurable goals, it is important to ask yourself these questions. Number 1, how do I know I've reached my goal? What is my progress indicator? How many or how much time is needed to accomplish this goal? For example, if you want to combine the S and the M of SMART goals, which is specific and measurable, you could say, I want to obtain a gym membership at my local gym and work out 4 times a week to be healthier and lose 5 pounds. You could say, every week I aim to lose at least 1 pound. Not only is the goal specific, but it's also measurable. At the end of the week, you can go back and see if you actually lost a pound. Next up, let's talk about what it means to have attainable goals. For example, if your goal is to start reading, do not set a goal to read for 2 hours a day. Obviously, you're not going to accomplish that goal because it is too out of your reach. Try setting goals, for example, well, I want to start reading for 10 minutes per day. Not only is the goal specific, it's also attainable. It's within your reach. If you've never worked out in your life, do not set a goal to lose 50 pounds in a month because that's not going to happen. Instead, set goals like, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds in a month, or I want to start reading for 10 minutes a day or 15 minutes per day, and go on from there. A few questions to ask yourself when setting attainable goals are, do I have the resources to achieve this goal? For example, if your goal is to work out 3 times a week, do you have a gym membership? Can you work out at home? Do you have a space in your room or in your house to work out? These are some things to consider. Number 2, have other people accomplished this goal? If your goal is to lose 50 pounds in 1 week and no one has ever lost 50 pounds in 1 week, obviously that goal is not attainable, which means it's not a SMART goal. Next, let's talk about the R in SMART, relevant. Set goals that actually mean something to you. For example, if your goal is to get fit, find your reason for 3 R's. Reasonable, realistic, resourced, and result-based. Ask yourself these next questions. Does this goal seem worth my time? Is this the right time to start working on this goal? Do I have the efforts to put into accomplishing this goal? Do I have the right environment to accomplish this goal? The last part to setting SMART goals is time-bound. Having a deadline for your goal is very, very crucial in actually achieving your goal. If your goal is to lose 5 pounds and you don't give a specific date or a specific time you actually want to lose 5 pounds, you're gonna end up straying from that goal. So a time-bound goal would be, oh, I want to lose 5 pounds in 1 month. It has a deadline, so at the end of the month, you can measure the success of that goal. When do you want to accomplish this goal? Is it a month from now? Is it 6 months from now? Is it 3 months from now? Is it a year from now? It is very important to give yourself a realistic time frame to accomplish your goal. The next step to accomplishing your New Year's goals is by mentally preparing for change. A big part of preparing for change is by creating a plan. Write down your goals. Many of us end up not accomplishing our goals because we are not mentally prepared for the challenges that come with this goal. Number 3, set a reward. Setting rewards have been proving time and time again to actually aid you to accomplish goals. If your goal is to lose 5 pounds in a month, Set a reward that you will give yourself when you do accomplish this goal. It is important to make sure that this reward is something that actually means something to you or something that you actually want. For example, your goal could be, if I lose 5 pounds in a month, I will buy a new iPhone. Because you really want that iPhone, you're going to work to accomplish that goal. Next up, we have creating sub goals of your big goal. Don't just say, oh, I want to be productive. Set smaller goals. Set a goal for every month of the year, or for every day of the week, or for every week of a month. You could say, or for today, in my attempt to accomplish my goal of being productive this year, I'm going to do all my homework. I'm going to accomplish all my tasks that I need to accomplish. Next up, take action. Break your goals into actionable steps that you can do every single day. If your goal is to get an A in a specific class, you can break that down into daily action. For example, you can study every single day. You can revise over your notes every single day. You can practice your math problems every single day. That way, you are taking actionable actions to actually accomplishing this goal. If your goal is to get an A in a class and you barely study, you're always on your phone, always on social media, never doing your homework, never studying, you're obviously not going to accomplish this goal because you are not putting in the effort to actually accomplish this goal. Next up, we have find a way to hold yourself accountable. I personally recommend having someone else on this journey with you to really keep you in check. For example, if your goal is to get an A in a class, have a best friend in each class that you can study with or do homework with every single day. So for example, if you don't feel like doing your homework one day, you're gonna have that one person who is going to encourage you to do your homework that day. If your goal is to go to the gym 3 times a week, have a gym buddy, have someone who goes with you to keep you accountable for that goal. You can also create a bullet journal or a tracker to help you track your progress and keep yourself accountable for this goal. Create a to-do list every single day. It's so satisfying to cross off a task from your to-do list. Every day, have at least one task that will enable you to get closer to this goal. Focus on each aspect of the plan. It's very easy to want to accomplish a big goal and then getting discouraged as time goes on. If your goal is to get an A on an exam, focus on the first part. What is the first step in that goal? The first step is by taking good notes. It's by revising your notes. It's by doing your homework and practicing over and over again. It's very easy for you to get excited about the goal and not actually focus on the smaller parts, the smaller aspects, the smaller steps in actually accomplishing this goal. Allow room for error. This is very important because when we're accomplishing our goals, sometimes we don't always do everything right, or everything doesn't always go the way we planned, and we end up being sad, and we end up being, discouraged. But it is important to understand that making mistakes and failing is a very important part of growth. It's a very important part of learning. You learn from your mistakes. When you make a mistake or something doesn't go exactly how you want it to go, it's important to remind yourself that mistakes and errors and just these things are all part of the process. It's almost impossible not to make mistakes when trying something new. Mistakes are proof that you are trying, so make them and move on. Because your past, your mistakes do not define you. Your actions define you. How you grow from them define you. Falling down doesn't define you. What happens after you fall down defines you. Do you get up or do you sit down there? Get up, take the wheel. The last tip I have for you guys is to try not to make big changes right away. Start slow. Start from the little things. The little things count. If your goal is to get fit, start with a quick 10-minute workout. Start with that. Start with a quick 10-minute cardio, a 10-minute full body exercise. Start with something. That is all I have for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give a big thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. If you do subscribe, please comment down below I subscribed, and I'll heart your comment and reply to it. Bye!